Today, teacher is our Candy. Do we have a PowerPoint? Beautiful teacher Candy. She's awesome. She's the assistant professor in the SEIM training teachers. She's also very experienced insurance agent. She also an insurance consultant. She also have her own team. She's been in this industry for more than 23 years, are very professional managers. So in this system, she learned this system for about 8 years. So she practiced for more than 8 years. So how many levels we have in this system? And then the foundation is 1 to 12 and advanced level 1 to advanced level 5. So she completed all this level. She also completed the 13 levels of this SEIM teacher training. And she's very take effort to learn and practice. So do not miss her sharing tonight. So she must be a lot of good content tonight. She'll use the wisdom from the system and to achieve the MDRT for more than 8 years. She's not only one time, she's continuously for 8 years in this industry, the insurance industry. She also planted a very firm team members. So her time is very flexible because her business already firm. She'll do anything that she wants to learn. She also can do other things that she like to do. She's a reunite with the friends that never been together for more than 9 years. She also opened up new business after the MCOs from Six Systems. She planted the new business from foreign. So she's most active and very good in planting automatic sales. And so if learning sales, you can rejoice with teachers. I have introduced so much good thing about her and experience about her. So our time's up. So do not waste your time. But invite teacher Candy to share with us. There's a sunflower and applause to and how to teacher Candy. Thank you, Ipe, for the enthusiastic introductions. I'm not introduce myself further. Today our theme is pian story. I saw some of you here, a lot of you, I don't know, a lot of you using handphone and your iPhone different brand like Vivo. So I like to interrupt all of you. I like to ask all of you here, have you heard about pen story? If you heard it before, you type 111. If you have not, you type 000. I saw a lot of you type 111. Very good. Then we can go more deeper because everyone has heard this pen story. I have a second question to ask you. Since you have heard about pen story, I'd like to ask, do you know that you can apply this pen story very effectively? You don't need to answer me, but for myself in the past, also have a feeling. I know the pen story and very powerful, but then when it comes to real estate, when a customer reject me, my relationship are stuck and money didn't come in, and to me like things are just like that. That person is just so annoying, and how can we talk logic to them? So that company set the goals is too high, it's impossible to achieve. This is fated. So we are just accept it and I can't change it. So any of you here have the same feeling as me, even though you have learned the pen story, you still have this feeling. If you have, you can type 111 in the chat box. No, I'm good. I feel super good. So you can type 777. Oh, so good. So we are in the same wavelength because we are same feeling before. So you are come to the right place because we are talking about this topic. You heard about pen story. We know that the most important concept in DCIG is the most core value of the is emptiness and seed system. So today I will use a different perspective to you to look back to the pen story and we to analyze the details of this pen story. So when I go real detail, I hope we can apply it in our daily life because pen story is not just on a paper or on book. So it will affect all the result in our life. If we understand it completely, then we have ability to fulfill all our wealth goal and all what we want in this life. So I must be honest with all of you. This is what I understand until now. I may not be understanding more details. It may not represent the whole emptiness logic. So let us begin. That's most important and most easiest. The pen story. We need a lot of interactions. I hope everyone you can on your videos or interact with me in the chat box. So here I'd like to ask, what is in my hand? Yeah, there is a pen. And if you know there is a dog come in and I wave this pen towards the dog, what dog will do towards it? Yeah, the dog will chew it. To dogs, it's not a pen, it's a chew toy. So this problem come. A human see it as a pen, and dog see it as a chew toy. So I have to ask, who is correct? Right, both are correct. So today, our important point is not to discuss who is correct. Is we must see that a core value of it. The same thing can reflect different image. This is what we going to drill into the first part. The same item can reflect different image. So for human being, it's a pen. To dog, it is a chew toy. There is no problem. So a lot of time in our life, we will have a misunderstanding. We will be same conditions. Are they correct? It's not. For example, so there must be our colleague, our subordinate as no other workers. And this person, very hard to communicate things that we disseminate to him, but he cannot get what I'm saying. He shouldn't understand what I'm going to get him to do. So after I explain, she also cannot get it. So this colleague is very strange. So another, then he can complete the whole things from different bosses. And the bosses, this staff are very good and she can understand. So the problem is this staff have problem or the way she reflected will be different. Same person, same things. Is it possible to appear in different form? So how we can apply? So when we very firm on one thing, when we feel very uncomfortable emotions, because this person is so annoying, because this person is so difficult. These customers are so stingy. When we have this feeling, maybe we can just pause. We ask ourselves a questions. This person that I see, is it possible? Is just one of his face. Is not the whole of his. Is supposed to appear. Next, back to the pen story. Back to the pen story. So we come to the second analyze, drill into the second part. I'd like to ask everyone one question. If I place this item on a table, for example, and this place is no one, there's no dog, and both humans and dog walk out, and only this item in this room, there's no human and dog. I like to ask at this moment, what is this item? Is this a pen or chew toy? At this time, we cannot say it as a pen or chew toy. When there is no observer, that we can't label it as anything. So it will lead us to the second concept. That in itself don't have a solid identity. This is the important part. This is the core value of the emptiness. There's no dog and no human. It's neither pen or chew toy. That from it itself, there is a solid identity. This thing is not disappear. That he will not be labeled as one item, one thing. Because you're not being labeled as one thing, that he have a potential to become a different thing. So he have a potential to become any one of it. It can become a pen. Also, it can become a chew toy. It's just like a blank screen. You're waiting for an image to project on it. Before this image is projecting on it, it is not a love story or scary story. Just like it's in the ancient philosophy, is emptiness. It's not nothing at all. It's not just dark. There is nothing come from itself that what it is relate to us. How we always think about this customer are so difficult and very stingy, and this thing is impossible to complete. If just now our analysis in detail just now, if this logic are right, then the things are not defined as what they are. So we have our definition is not what we see at that moment. So in our core value, all the humans and things, they do not have a solid identity at their risk. If you understand, type 666. If you don't understand, you type question mark. And so 666. Let us back to the pen story. Come to the drill down to number 3. When there's no one and no dog, it's not a pen and chew toy. Now I can imagine if a human came into the room, they saw this item, to human, it become a pen. If the dog back to the room, to dog, it is a chew toy. So here I will have a question to ask everyone. If human and dog came in together and see this item together, so in this space, what is this item? Right. Is to dog is a chew to dog is a chew toy, and to human is a pen. At the so both are exist in the same time. These two reality are exist at the same space. So at this moment, what they're telling us. Let's see. Watch my PowerPoint. Next. There's a reality is two reality can exist together. Then a human and dog exist together, they can change it. So the human reality and dog reality that both are coexist together. So in the realities, we just like the slide of these two person. We sit down and watch movie. Look at the two face of this person. One is very angry, and one are very anxious. Is the movie have changed? No, right? They are the same movie, but why? Both of them have different experience or reality. Later, I will explain this. So at this point, you must understand these two reality are coexist. So they are telling us that a lot of time we face problem. So everyone see it differently. So who is correct? Just like what we said, the dog sees as a chew toy and human see it as a pen. Who is correct? In fact, a lot of time in our life, we find that who is correct is because our core value is on defined on who is correct, who is like we always perceive that what we see is correct, and we see it as the things are and what it happens. So we will explain to others. When others tell us we are not correct, then we will argue about it. When we're going to ask who is correct, we're going to check and whether we are correct. So the problem itself is wrong, because this problem will not help us to solve all this problem. It will create more emotions. The the useful question we ask ourselves: is it possible what we see in reality is different? So the experience that the other person experience and myself are different. Because the problem is not come from the other person or the thing itself. Because we are each experiencing different realities. So some of Pan's story, we're going to drill down more. So in a Pan story, we say if only the human walk into the room, we see this item, then it will become a pen. Then only I'd like to ask everyone, this item is a pen. It's come from the pen itself or come from me? It's come from me. But I see Bonnie also says it come from me. Why? It's because this pen is come from the pen itself. Then the dog see it as a pen as well. The pen can use it, the dog can use it to write a love letter to the girlfriend. but it is not. The dog treat as a chew toy. So a same item, human see it as a pen and dog see it as a chew toy. So here we can define one thing. If this item is not come from the item itself, then it's come from the observer observing it out. So now I experience this pen. It's not come from the pen itself. It's come from myself, from me. It's from this analysis. So whatever we experience, a word is not the thing itself defined. It is related to me. So you may have a question if it's uh relate to me. If I just think that the thing that what I want. Now I want to have a diamond. If I think very hard, use all the right thinking that the things will become a diamond. Let us try. We silently think hard in our heart that it become a diamond, diamond, diamond. When open our eyes, you find it. This pen, it didn't change, but it's still a pen. So this, the important thing is the pen still come from me. So at the moment, just based on thinking and the right thinking, that we can change it at the present moment. So I like you to image to think about one phenomena or image. There's 1,000 people online to share this pen story. For this sharing, he has prepared it for a long time and prepare a very good, beautiful PowerPoint and got start to share your PowerPoint. Ready? Let's start. We want to welcome Teacher Vivo and all our teachers to share with us pen story. Oh, wow. You know what is the problem? I'm in front of 1,000 people and I typed the wrong words. Who typed the wrong words? Did I type it earlier? It's me, but I already projected in a screen. So how can I clean it on the screen? Can I just edit it on the screen? I feel uncomfortable that we find it. Doesn't matter how you think, you can't change it to a pen. The pen is still there. So we have see these very important realities that even though things are come from me, but our thinking now that we can't change whatever that have reflected, it already happened. This is the thing that we have saved it in the earlier part time. This is earlier already happened. We already created it in the past. All the time when we face problem and challenge, and naturally we will say there is their problem. There is a government problem or customer problem. No business because it's a environment, it's a market problem. So we very naturally we will put all the problem outside. Now we're talking about war problem. So we put a reason all outside. We want to change orders. When we do this, we are just like sitting in a cinema. We try to edit the script. We very hard to change whatever have reflected on the screen. So we find that we have take effort, but we can't change it. So just now, if that logic exists, whatever that we see is come from us. So the problem is not outside. So the reality is not how we're going to change the result. And this result, how we created. Have you think about it? If we can't change this pen and we can't change it to a diamond, so in the beginning, then we don't change it, then it become a pen. We make it as a diamond. Can we say that? Let's go back to the problem just now. Where this pen come from? Pen is come from me. I also tell them we cannot change it just through our thinking. So there is one power that who are operating. So now it's look at it as a pen. So in the ancient wisdom, this power we said it seed power. In the past, when we take this pen to give to another person, that's what we say in the ancient wisdom. This pen come from seed. How the seeds come from? This in the past, I may have give a pen to another person, and another person need the pen, so I borrow the pen to the other person. So I saw my hand and pass the pen to another person's hand. So in my mind, I have this imprint in my mind. So this imprint, after some time, and it will become a seed in my mind. And this seed will slowly mature and ripen, and it will reflect like very small reflecting luminous image and covered on this pen, and it will form a structure of the pen, so force me to see it as a pen. And dog don't have the seed, don't have the pen seed, so it will not look at it as a pen. So we know how it work. So how we going to change the result? Then we come to the to seed. So if come from our seed, then to change the result, we must start from planting seed. And now back to the pen just now. This pen already in a screen. I can't change it directly. So the method to do it, I can't edit the slide on the screen. What we need to do, change the source or the reason. And now we can empty this space. Only this space are empty out. The new entry will only can go in. Then pen only be able to reflect it on it. So the important point, can you tell me this is just typing the pen? The seed is the same? Yes. Remember in the beginning when we do the second drill down, emptiness, the blank from the things are not coming from me. It's not from my seed that will come from there. Don't have the pen. The pen will not the mess from outside telling me that I'm a pen, I'm pen. These things are not exist. When this thing empty it out, then we talk about emptiness. Emptiness is not that nothing. Emptiness that we have absent come from it itself of the real identities. Can you understand? If we just an absence, existence, what the absent is come from it itself. When it's not been defined as one thing, so in this space, there's no human and no dog. Then they reflect, just like what we say, this blank screen. It's not that nothing there. It can be reflect to different things because it have this space. The seed that we planted, then only we can project on it. The new result only can be created. You understand? If you understand, type 777. If you don't understand, you need me to repeat, type 999. All right, thank you, Vivi. Got 222 Shifang. I just explain a bit more on that. Just now we use the screen of pen, P in Mandarin speak. Just now we say imagine that this pen already here, but then we can't change it, right? This pen is already a pen. I can't change it at the moment to a diamond. Are you agree with me? You agree, just not your head? So we are in the same level. Now, if now I cannot change it at this moment, I need to back to I created in the past to change the resources. So next slide. How I can edit it? Can I just cross it and put it on? So I can remove it. I can remove the wrong words. There is a empty space up here. So I purposely blank it. It's not nothing there. It's just a new space. When this new space empty, then only I can type the new and correct word on top of it. So if we apply it in our daily life, I find it the customer is that stingy, that you don't want to spend money. So I thought it is come from the outside. Can it change? I can't change it because this is his problem, because it's the outside. I'm not his wife and grumble on it. I could change it because to me, things are come from outside. But then just now we have say, and it's not come from outside because the dogs didn't see it as a pen. Dogs see it as a children. When I sit, then I will see it as a pen. So things are not come from the thing itself. It's come from the observer. It's me looking out, so I see it as a pen. Since it's come from me, so I need to change my seed. If you want to plant seed, we need a place to project on it. There is no place to project. How many seed I planted also no use. So pen story tell us two core value. One is emptiness, one is seed. A lot of time I plant seed and plant seed. Why? I can't see my seed open because I'm only planting my seed. I didn't think about emptiness. I didn't know that. In fact, things are not come from outside. Why? I want to plant the generosity seed because a stranger customer is not exist. It's not there. It's impossible. He himself stingy definitely is come from myself. I've stingy to others in the past. I planted the seed, so I saw the stingy him. So this stingy him appear in front of me. It's come from my past seed. When I understand this, it's come from my past seed that forced him to become this like that. Then it not exist by itself. Then it will appear as a space. The generosity that I planted in the past will project on it, just like this new pen. Why it become a yellow highlight? It's a new one project on it. We need a space to project on. This seed and the emptiness relation, they are two-faced. I cannot just know seed and just emptiness. I have to know both and understand both. So when you're blank scene, there's nothing. Is that what you want? We need both things. Okay, everyone understand? If okay, give me a 888 on the chat box. All right, thank you. So next, so emptiness, it will reflect, become a possible because a blank scene, you can accept any projection on it. So the seed will decide what result you want to. So they need two because of emptiness, then the seed only can project, then the new seed only can be planted. Now we see our boss are not good. Even though my boss are very funny, when you talk about money, then you become very stingy. I no need to wait for my boss to change her face. I just need to plant the seed. Just want to understand. Today I saw this boss are so stingy. It's come from my past. I saw this boss very fun. It's come from my past that I'm very funny to others. So project on this person. Now I don't like his stinginess. What I need to do, I need to plant seed through my actions to help others. Through planting seed to create what I want, the result that I want. So I can encourage others through my body, speech, and mind, and give resources to help others to have success. So in my heart, I can do praise others and rejoice with others. Now that I planted the generosity seed, so we planted the supporting seed. When all these seeds ripen, we will experience a boss. So then become very good. Whatever support I want, the boss will support me. I want resources, it will support me. Even though he raise my give me increment and give me more bonus, and I have planted the result that I want. The same logic. We are not only plant wealth, we also can plant health. Then we help another person healthy. If I want to partner that is understanding, so I need to understand others to listen to others. So I just plant seed. So easy way with emptiness, understanding your emptiness wisdom, and what you want is just give to others and let the result happen naturally. So the important point is to give the and understand all the emptiness to plant the seeds. So today, the pen story tell us that this pen, how it become a pen. And today, at the same time, and this concept and tell us that all the things in this world, just like this pen, are the same logic and operate the same way. The pen is come from me. This room has come from me. And this pen, my handphone also come from me. All of you in this screen also come from me. So today I want to have successful career and relationship all come from me. The pen story is the most foundation concept of the DCIG. So teacher want us to listen to 3,000 times or talk to others more than 3,000 times. Then only we can understand it rightly. So we understand it, then we can apply it in our daily life. So here, I'd like to ask everyone, I have finished the pen story. I'd like to ask everyone, have you found out that any version of the pen story that you listen, there's one same concept. Teacher keep asking questions, or the person who tell the story will keep asking questions. Do you know why? Do you ask yourself why? That because the pen story It's not that to ask us, it's just because you want us to think. It's not just to memorize. Let us think that we can go into this logic by ourselves. When we think and we testify and follow this logic, what we are doing. But indirectly, we are experiencing the emptiness. We are not only listen to one time. I heard it before, just one time enough. So we listen it again and again. So every time we listen and do through the logic to touch the emptiness and use this logic to see how this world are working. So here, and one thing I want to let everyone know that when we indirectly feel this space and directly in the space are different. I remember when I prepared this topic, because Malaysia now is very hot that I can't bear for it. If now I have an ice cream, is so good. So when I have this feeling is good, but then if I can eat it directly, is it same the feeling of indirectly or directly eat the ice cream? Are they the same? So we have direct perceiving. Will it help us? Definitely they will help us. If we can directly touch the emptiness, so it can help us tremendously. So in the ancient wisdom, there's 16 important points. I only top one of it. Before we touch the diamond world, we will directly perceive and how the things work. We will also see how we project from our mind to the objects. When I can directly perceive, is it very powerful? So what I like to say today, if I see it directly, then I will not have that things are coming from outside. So I can see it directly. I have testified it, and this assurance that from understanding from our mind and a different level. Next slide. If I tell you these things are sweet and bitter, you believe? Are very sweet. Lisa, you just take all for me. No, because confirm it is have a taken chili before, chilies are spicy. I'm very sure that things are come from my seed. I'm very sure emptiness just absence is come from absent from my seed. So in the future, I will not, because of the reflection from the outside being taken away, and I will not be carried away by the nasty customer or things that happen. So in a level 7, we have clearly explained the 14 life truth from understanding to touch to enter into the diamond world or emptiness. After you touch the diamond world, what is the difference? So we have understand the foundation level of things. Success is not to change the wrong on the screen and come to the real logic. So our effort then only be useful. Then only can be reflected out. So for myself, I just in the learning stage, I have not touched the diamond world. So from the understanding of pen to practice, did it help me? Yes. Just like Ibrahim said, I learned this system since 2018. So this 8 years. So every year successfully I achieve the MDRT. So in this last year, I have this customer take out my 1/3 of my sales result. I just need this solve this sales case, then I will achieve my MDRT. The customer still short of 100 over that did not pay off. If I did not learn the system that I do not know the pen, what can I do? So why my customer didn't pay off, then why my company didn't be so considerate? I said, okay lah, I just studied myself. Because I understand pen story, I know that pen is already a pen. How I be anxious will not become a diamond, what I need to do? I need to plant seed. So every day, morning and evening, I do 4 steps and do donations. So 1.5 months later, I have exceed my 9 time of MDRT. Today I want to tell you, it's not this result, how good I am. In this time, I don't have anxious or anxiety because I understand emptiness, and from my seed, things will change. So here, through the pen story today, we know that one thing have different identity. A thing itself is not have a definite image from it itself. So it means that today it has different identity and different at the same time. It can be a pen and a chew toy. So things are come from the observer. Even though it come from the observer, come from me, that's important point is we cannot just through thinking, we need to plant seed. Because plant seed, that is how things works in this world. So in other words, all this world, all the things are come from our seed. So here, without the last English, I like to give everyone 2 words. It's very important. Everyone must remember. The world is not fixed. It will not just happen by random or by luck. Because of emptiness, the emptiness allow for all possibility and seed determine all outcome. Both are in one. Because of emptiness, then only we have the possibility of change. Because of seed, then only we can see the things that we want to see. Because we plant the right seed, then only we can create the world that what we want. So the result is not happen by random. It's through planting seed to create what you want. If today my sharings are touching you, I hope you can give yourself every day, think about the pen story and apply it in your daily life. Maybe you'll find out that the things that we can't change in the past have some slight change that we find it impossible missions. It will become a breakthrough for you. I wish everyone here that in the future we will directly perceive the emptiness. Thank you, Teacher Candice, for the awesome sharing. Remember that 2 words everyone can remember. Emptiness allows for all possibilities and seed determine all outcomes. Teacher have talked about a lot of sorry, the emptiness. There's one cause that can allow us to understand more on this emptiness. So in April, we have this course to talk about emptiness only. Okay, we have this PowerPoint. Please enter the diamond world. This is will be teach by Geshe Michaels. So in the whole class, we'll be going in detail of emptiness. The pen story. So pen come from. So in this course, it will explain emptiness have a lot of different perceptions. there are a lot of interesting content. We understand the emptiness. We can create a lot of possibility if you are touched. So I give you time. You can scan the QR code so you can understand the detail and enroll. So in Malaysia, it's 10 to 12. In Xi'an, we have the on-site already fully booked, but 800 seats, fully booked. So don't worry, we have online, we can enroll. So we can learn together with Geisha Michael. So from 10 to 12 April, Singapore and Malaysia's new student is $, 2,157, and ringgit is 6,902. So if you are a repeat, so the $, is 1,426. So we also have this in our Zoom, that we have this link for you to register. So if you're from China, you can scan this code for China. For new, so that's 11,800. For repeat is 7,800 RMB. If you want to more detail, you can ask our volunteers or the person who introduce you to this sharing to understand more. Does anyone have any questions about emptiness? So we still have some time. Every week we will have, I will start the day, Sunday we'll have this question and answer of emptiness. So every Sunday we'll have a question and answer on emptiness, open to public. If you find that you have any questions on emptiness, you can get online to ask teacher. So this Sunday, our teacher in charge, teacher Yan Ping, where has this teacher profile, is the 1 hours. So I don't understand about emptiness. The repeat student, you may have questions on that. We can go online on Sunday.